5%.
What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today. Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies. Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley is the CEO of Akerna, the best trade idea resource out there. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Special edition of the Ruell Report, not coming to you live at 7 o'clock Eastern on a Monday. We're doing it on a Tuesday, shaking it up on this wacky week. I am joined by our namesake of the show, Mr. Ruell Black. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing really good. How are you, Luke? It's been a little while.
I know. We're due. I'm back. All right. I had some weird, funky weeks. Now I am back, ready to roll. We had our deal. My life was crazy, but I should be good to go from now on.
Sweet.
So what are we getting into today, Ruell? Give us a little bit of a brief.
We got about 3 topics. Depending on how quick we get through these, we might have a fourth. But the 3 things that I want to talk about. 3 things I want to talk about are this Bitcoin FUD. We gotta shut this down harshly today on the show. Second, Metaverses. I'm going to show you guys. You're going to get like the second peek at it. The Patreons got the first. Some cheap land that you guys can go out and, like, quote unquote cheap land that you can go out and buy. And the third is what's next. So everybody's kind of running after this Metaverse stuff. And, you know, we kind of want to be the first. We don't want to go and run after and chase other people's bags. You know what I mean? So let's see what's next. Well, we can look at this kind of in a low position, hasn't really run yet, that we can get in there and like just really take advantage. Okay.
All right. I can get behind it. And let me ask you this. Crypto portfolio. Are you getting smoked right now? I am.
Hell no.
You're not?
See, look, you're in the Bitcoin and ETF or ETH stuff. So you're in that like that highbrow blue chip upper echelon right now.
For sure. I own Bitcoin and Ethereum. I have 1 Bitcoin. I have 1 ETH.
We gotta get you down here in these cheap seats, in these what is it? In these like bargain bins. We got to get you in that clearance aisle right quick.
Yeah, see, like I don't own 4 billion Doge right now.
Oh god,
I got my Ethereum.
That's a good decision.
Ethereum. I got my Bitcoin. That's it.
All right, so then maybe since we're organic here, let's be organic. I'm gonna put you on 3 things that you need in your portfolio, and this will kind of organically move us into the Metaverse anyway. So here we go. So let me start sharing here.
All right. So we're doing 3 cryptos to add to the portfolio. Is that it?
Correct.
All right. Because if we were playing the Mad Money game, are you diversified? I am absolutely not. And I'm getting washed out right now.
Yeah, and that's why. That's really why.
I got washed out on stocks this week too, which is sort of bullshit because the S&P 500 is doing just fine. It's the small caps again. I have a lot of small caps. I have a lot of IWM, which is the ETF for the Russell 2000. So I've been getting hammered a little bit this week. You know, small cap stocks down about 4% on the week. And then the cryptos aren't helping.
You know, I kind of keep my, like, you know, I don't do as much stock stuff anymore, but I kind of keep my eye on it. And I believe this is the time. I think that people just started shifting early because, you know, this is around the time where people are going to declare like their losses and gains for the next year. So I think people kind of just were like, they got ahead of it and they're rotating a little early.
So I didn't realize you didn't do stock stuff anymore. You're pretty much 100% crypto at this point.
Pretty much. Like, if I look at the SP at the SPY, it's like, to me, it's like why would I do this? Like I have
Why?
some blue
Why? What
chip.
do you mean?
Like
There's nothing
why?
wrong with owning the S&P 500 because you have 100 years of history of 11% total return.
You see, Luke. See, that's the thing. Like you got to think of it this way. Like, okay, if my portfolio was that, I got $100,000, 500K to work with, then I want something that's stable. I want something that's like
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
have
So
to
you put
worry.
$100 million into the S&P 500, 100
Right.
million in.
So
That gives you 10 million a year cash flow. There's nothing wrong with
so
that
that way
philosophy.
I want my portfolio not to fluctuate. But I believe there's some stat, I can't really quote where I got it from, but it was something like the average American can't afford like a $500 emergency.
Correct.
So like if I'm the average American, putting $500 in the in the SPY is not going to help me gain.
Correct. You're
Um,
gonna make $50 a year. That doesn't move the needle for anybody.
exactly. So if I'm trying to like get more bang for my buck, I'm trying to get quantity. Like quantity is really the answer here. Then I'm going to go with crypto because it's a
Okay.
baby. Like it's only about 10 years old. You got a lot of things out here sitting at like 10 cents, 14 cents. Hell, you got some things even sitting at $2. They're absolute bargains when you look at the future.
Okay. And so let's talk about my broader point that I always like to make, which is so I don't disagree with that philosophy. And the
Mhm.
way that I've always managed my portfolio is I'll keep 70-80% in our big ETFs, right? That's SPY, that's IWM, that's FXI, that's a little bit of TLT, GLD, right? All your big mainstream ETFs. And then it's that last 20% that I take, and that's my have fun money, right? That's where I'm looking for some serious alpha. Because if you can return 10% a year still, right, and you have a decent portfolio going, great, take that. You're doubling your money every 7-8 years. But then that last 20% you can, one, have fun with, and it's a passion project. Two, you can get some outperformance. Uh, then I'm really cooking. So that's what I look for.
And I think that that's really smart, Luke. And I'm not trying to get in your business partner, but like I don't know, like what's your portfolio, like how much you're working with, but that seems very smart to me to say, okay, I'm going to protect 80% of my portfolio, and only 20 am I going to be risky with. But if you're like the average American, that's like the
Yeah,
five
if you have
hundred
five
dollar
hundred
guy,
bucks, then I think fuck it off to
then
the
you
races.
gotta like. But still, I mean, there's educated risks and
For
not
sure.
educated risk.
Nobody wants
So
to light it on fire. If you
right,
wanted to just light it on fire, you should literally light it on fire. That would be
right.
more fun
Like
than
this
watching
isn't
it slowly
YouTube where you're
trickle to
going
death.
on ripping like Nolan Ryan rookie cards just because you can. No, we're trying to get the quantity. We're trying to protect our initial investment and double and double and double and double and
Mm-hmm.
double.
Amen. All right,
Like
one last side tangent, and then you're going to give us the 3 cryptos to add to my portfolio. And I'm just going to blindly buy these. I set up my Voyager account, Ruel. It's 100% in USDC right now. So I will just blindly buy these as you're naming them.
Shelly,
Um, but last side tangent, my 2021 stock of the year. Did you ride that one?
which one, Voyager?
Stock of the year, baby. Ticker F.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was
You
in
heard
that
me
for a
say it a
while, but
million
I got
times.
out. I got out way too early, man. I got
You know
out
what's
way
at
too
right
early.
now?
$50.
No, 21. But still,
That's
that's a
pretty good.
stock like Ford. We just took from 8 to 21.
That's pretty
All
good.
right, that's like I think, and the reason why I'm bringing it up is it's a little bit of a best of both worlds, right? It has that blue chippy, more stable nature. I'm not saying it's incredibly stable, but more stable nature. And if you can still put up 250% on that in a year, that's a trade for you.
I think Voyager has like a lot of potential, but I'm here to tell you right now that crypto.com, which you can buy in Coinbase, by the way, that can be our first one of the list. Um, you can check out my video on this, guys. I have a video on this. Crow is about to blow up.
Wait,
So
wait. Can you pull chart us or do something?
sure. I'm going to pull up two very specific things. Watch the video because I'm not going to go as much into detail here, but I will go into like enough to wet the whistle here. Of course, my patrons, like, and if you guys are interested in this, I do a weekly watch list because this is not financial advice. We're just watching for like $7.77. Like it's a bargain, such a bargain of cryptos that we're watching. And I believe I gave my patrons this at like 50 cents. And you can look at it right now and you can see gadoosh. It went from like 20 to like 90 cents.
Okay, so it's ticker CRO, Charlie Romeo Oscar, and that's crypto.com's token.
Right. And you might say, hey, Black Root, it's like 4x now. Why would I
When did it start taking off?
Huh?
When did that start taking off?
November 1st, which is when all the cryptos went kind of boom.
November 1st of 21?
Yes.
Okay, so that 4x in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And see, that's what I'm saying. If you're working with $500,
That's why I'm stuck in my Bitcoin.
So here's the thing. Like, I think, Luke, there's nothing wrong with you having some Bitcoin and some Ethereum, but we just got to get you in the clearance section right quick. And when I say clearance section, I want to be very clear when I'm saying this. I'm saying that things that like they don't have like a 5-year history like Ethereum and like Bitcoin, but they have like a 6-month to like 1 year history, maybe in some cases, maybe only a month history. That like, okay, it has a certain baseline, but we're looking at it to grow because of what we know about or what we think we know about the future. Put it that way.
Yeah.
So here, this is DeFi Llama. I really love DeFi Llama very much because it shows you what type of chains have DeFi projects on them. And DeFi projects are basically this revolutionary thing that people come up with that allows you to do staking, lending, and borrowing of crypto. Very, very lucrative proposition. And almost any coin can do like a DeFi type deal, but certain coins have a certain advantage on that. Like, for example, Ethereum, because it's been around for so long. Binance, who like they just revolutionized themselves because their gas fees are lower than Ethereum, stuff like that. But if we look at the last 7 days, you'll notice those are the red ones. Okay, last 7 days. Come on now. Last 7 days. Okay, so this guy, Kronos. What we're going to notice about Kronos is it went, and this is all its history. November 12th, it went from nothing almost to $1 billion locked value. $1 billion, y'all. And like I said in one of my videos, a lot of people don't kind of recognize the value of $1 billion because it doesn't follow normal nomenclature of like numbers. $1 billion is 1,000 million. So to have 1,000 million locked in almost that amount of time is very, 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 very awesome and huge. And just for a comparison point, if we go over here and look at total value locked, yeah, already puts it in almost the top 16 or 15 of total DeFi value locked. Now, what is Kronos? Kronos is crypto.com's like chain. So crypto.com, not only do they have an NFT exchange, they now have this DeFi exchange, and it's up and running, and people are locking money in it already. So, if we were to like kind of go with a comparison, like all of the coins on this top 15 list, except for like Tron, all of the coins on this list are like way ahead of where Kronos is right now, sitting at 90 cents. Now, if you guys want like more proof about the link to crypto.com and Kronos, go check out my video. It'll explain it and show you the links and everything like that. But just for time purposes, we don't have the time to do it. But yes, Luke, you can buy that on Coinbase right now.
Mm-hmm. Great.
So it doesn't have, like I said, it doesn't have the track history yet. But just based on all those other DeFi projects, like I said, those coins are way over 90 cents in value. That makes me believe that this has more than 90 cents in it. So, and that's because it has like nearly $1 billion of value locked up in it. So coin number 2. This is my baby here. This is my baby. Seek. Now this you can't buy unless you have your whole Binance stuff figured out. But Seek. So they have AR VR technology, right? They have stars, buku stars on their list already that are contributing and doing stuff on their app, like Lady Gaga, Ziggy Marley, Demi Lovato, Jesse Reyes. Like the list goes on. So these guys are heavy doing stuff. They're also trying to sell their own land, their own Seek land, because already they have a working phone app, which anyone I suggest to download on either Apple or Android. See, Lady Gaga's heavy in this. They want to kind of be like the new MTV or YouTube of AR VR. They already kind of, I think they might have something going on with Facebook. Don't quote me on that. But if we go, I'm going to go to their main page, seat.com. Okay, so here's some more. Okay, so here are the channels. So when you see the thing channels, that makes you think a lot about like YouTube. But they have like Dwayne Wade's on here with some like esports basketball stuff. They got concerts. This guy, I think his name is Sardoki. So they got a lot of international people. Sardoki, I think, is Zimbabwe or no, he's not Zimbabwe. I'm not sure where he is, but Sardoki's international star. We got Ringo Starr on here, of course. He's a Beatle.
Okay.
So you can see they're really trying to get this to be like international, an international deal. So so this one to me has a lot of fire because they have so much stuff already in place to take advantage of AR VR. And I checked out their phone app. With their phone app, you can use it without having the AR VR headset. But buying the AR VR headset is as simple as like a click of a button. So Seek, I am so high on them. Very, very high on them. And there's some AR VR companies that have a higher value than what they have right now. And these guys, like I said, are sitting at like about 80 cents right now. You got coins like Senso, which is also trying to do AR VR concerts. They don't have nearly the star hype behind them. They don't have a phone app working, and they're already at about $3. So, and you know Senso, I've been talking about Senso in here for quite a while. Once Facebook started talking about Meta, Senso just blew the heck up. You guys know this is a favorite of mine, but I'm even higher on Seek because they have way more in place already. So we got Seek, we got Crow, and then
All right, number 3. And again, if anybody's just joining us, Ruell is giving us the 3 cryptos to add to my portfolio as somebody who's just in Bitcoin and Ethereum and getting smoked right now.
Okay, let me see. I want to casually look at my watch list here and determine which one I'm going to give you. Okay, I guess I'd have to go with coin. I also have a video on. It's a coin called Epic Prime. It's also a multiverse coin. I want to have some more information coming out about this later. Being Underdog Crypto, he's a member of the Crypto Intelligence Committee. A couple 5 guys that I'm collaborating with. We're working on doing something big with this guy. But what they claim to say that they can do is unite metaverses. So picture like Sandbox, Decentraland, Seek, Engine, all these different ones that need to connect together, metaverses. This guy is going to be the guy that can do it. So I don't want to say any more other than that because I want to like wait till we can get all our research and ducks in a row here. But that would be the second one, and I would suggest buying this on Binance. All of these you would buy on Binance except for Crow. Crow you can buy on Coinbase. Buy all these on Binance, and you'll save a whole bunch of money on gas fees. But as you can see, with the whole Zuckerberg talking about Meta, this one has skyrocketed. Another one, which would be, I guess, more stable. So I guess this will be a fourth one. It's Engine. Engine, they have so much stuff set up, and they're working on getting their own metaverse set up. If you go, they already have an NFT marketplace, but so if you look at Engine, it's also kind of just blew up since that whole metaverse announcement. But the coin that, along with Engine, that's going to be in charge of their metaverse is EFI, Affinity Token.
Okay.
This coin is going to be their like metaverse coin. And if we go down here, you can actually see the information on that. Affinity is developed by Engine. Engine pioneered NFT industry, blah, 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 blah. So this is their metaverse. And it's yet to kind of have all of this run. I mean, it went up like 30 cents from like 150. But as you can see, it's kind of been pretty stable at like $1. So if this is one you want with like more like kind of history behind it, granted, in crypto, like 3 months of history is a lot of history. So this would be the one that you would want to go with, because this metaverse doesn't exist yet, but when it does exist, it's going to be really awesome. And one of the things I can point to for that is if we go look at Twitter, you know the game Splinterlands, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've mentioned that a couple times, right?
Oh yes, we've heard of your Splinterland, sir.
Engine is partnering with Splinterlands, so I'm assuming then, because Splinterlands also has land, that Splinterlands will eventually go into this metaverse. Check out this Crypto State article about Engine's Affinity Metaverse Fund. So there it is right there. Really awesome to have Engine diving into Splinterlands. Can't wait to see what they have in store. Boom. So that's that, and that's also kind of my metaverse update. Now let's tackle this Bitcoin FUD. I also have a video on this. but I'm going to go into this just a little bit. They keep doing it like every 4 months. All you got to do is do Biden, Bitcoin, China. Search. Here we go. Biden and China briefly pushed Bitcoin below 60K. Blah, 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 blah. The sky is falling. China's going to get rid of Bitcoin. Biden's going to get rid of Bitcoin. My friend Luke, do you know about a project called Silk Road? Have you ever heard about this?
Yes.
Okay.
It sounds familiar. I don't know what it is, but it sounds familiar.
Okay. I've never used it, and it is now shut down due to the federal government going in with that hacksaw and just cutting that boy down. But it is a you could call it dark web's eBay, kind of.
Okay.
So gentlemen set it up. People could go on there and sell things and pay for it in Bitcoin, drugs, whatever. I never used it, like I said, but this is.
It sounds like you missed out.
It's known. So go check out my video for the actual sources for that. I'm not going to go into that right now. Only thing I'm going to show you is something that I think everyone needs to see. So a guy went through, figured out known wallets, and guess who two of the largest holders of Bitcoin are? Let's let this.
All right.
So, two of the largest holders, Chinese government, 10 billion. And like I said, a billion is 1,000 million. So that's 10K million.
Well,
US
I didn't realize
government,
that Grayscale was the biggest holder. That's crazy.
right?
I did not know that.
3% of the supply. But then you got the US government and China.
Yeah.
China.
Wow, MicroStrategy is the number 6 largest holder. Holy crap.
Come on, you know that. You know that.
Holy crap.
I'll show you something that'll make you real
Okay,
happy.
so that's what, 3.7 billion that MicroStrategy owns?
You see that? Number 19 there? Huh?
No. Okay.
Huh? But
Okay.
the US government will have you believe that they sold most of, and there's even articles that state this, that they sold most of their Silk Road Bitcoin to Tim Draper, which he's their number 9. He has 1.7
wow, so
billion.
Tim Draper has so much money.
Right. But they didn't sell him all of it because they're sitting on 3 times as much as him. And they're confiscating it daily from other people who do illicit things. So would the Chinese government and the US government get rid of an asset that basically they have billions of dollars worth of? No, they're not going to do that. Now, they might regulate it for you or I. But they're sure as hell not getting rid of an asset that they have $10 billion and $4 billion worth in. And listen to my video because I kind of go into it.
But $4 billion to the U.S. government is nothing, right?
It is. However, they kept Silk Road open for like a year after they caught this guy, whoever this is, and we knew they had this wallet. Who's to say that they didn't open up other wallets to do sting operations to catch people?
Yeah, but okay, check this out. U.S. government annual revenue. Guess what it is? Way higher than I thought. I just looked it up.
2 trillion?
$4 trillion.
4 trillion. Yeah. But see,
oh come on. So 4 billion of Bitcoin,
But see, you gotta long play this.
Okay, wait, can I also ask you this question?
Sure.
Related to US government and related to Bitcoin?
Sure.
You wash sale Bitcoin?
What do you mean?
So I bought my Bitcoin. I got smoked. I'm down like 5K right now. Can I sell it, take the realized loss and rebuy it?
I
So
don't know.
basically I
That's a good
have the
question.
realized loss. You can't on stocks.
I
I
do
don't know
not
if you
know.
can on cryptos. So if anybody in the chat knows, will you please drop the answer in there? So if
Do
so, I'm
not
gonna
know.
do that, realize my loss, and then rebuy.
But you got people out here saying that, like, okay, and I believe it, that Bitcoin at some point will reach 250K a coin. So we're looking at this as 4 billion right now, but then we 5x this boy. You know what I mean? Like, and plus, this is not something I can prove, but this is my opinion or what I think connecting breadcrumbs. Remember how China just kind of kicked out all its miners for Bitcoin?
Yes.
I kind of think that everybody was like, "Whoa, look at this! China's up here sitting with like almost 11 billion in Bitcoin. We can't let them keep, getting all of this Bitcoin. Now that we got all these publicly traded companies with Bitcoin, we got to make sure the Chinese government's not, having too much of a big foothold on Bitcoin." So I pretty much think they were just like, you get those miners out of there right now, and you can't do that. You can't have this big hold on Bitcoin. So you either get those miners out, or the rest of the governments are going to be really pissed off at you. So they're like, okay, I guess we got to then.
And really quick, so Kevin in the chat, he's saying that my wash sale question doesn't make sense. Let me try to say it again, but better. So here's what I'm saying. With stocks, right? If you own a stock, you're down $1,000 in the position. You cannot sell your position, realize the $1,000 loss, and then buy the stock again. Right? That doesn't work for the sake of taxes. Then you finish your tax year, you have $1,000 short-term loss. It's $1,000 of income you don't pay tax on, and you still own the stock. Right? It would be a no-brainer thing that everybody would do. Every time you're down a little bit in a position, you would sell it, realize the loss, rebuy the position, so you still own the stock, plus you have the benefit of the loss. On
So
crypto, I think that you can do that. I think if you own a Bitcoin, you're down 5K, which I am. I can sell my Bitcoin, realize that $5,000 loss. So that's $5,000 I'm not about to pay taxes on, and then rebuy my Bitcoin. So I have the benefit of, instead of just having a Bitcoin, I now have a Bitcoin. Plus, I have a $5,000 short-term loss, which $5,000 times, let's call it 30%. It's $1,500 of tax savings.
yeah, to put
So
that in
that's
other
my question:
terms,
is can you do that wash sale on cryptos?
like, that one Corona year, I think it was like Cathie Wood and what's her fund called? Ark Invest. They they claimed something like a $10 million gain or something that year. So they must have realized losses from I don't know where the hell, because I know all those Ark Invest funds like quadrupled and all of that and during COVID. So I don't know. They must have realized a whole bunch of losses to say that they only they only have like millions of growth in
Okay,
growth.
check this out. If in case you missed this one, Ruel, um, uh, there is now an ETF that is the inverse of the ARK funds, which I think is hilarious. Right, so you have the Cathie Wood ETFs. If you guys don't know, she's basically a fund manager. She picks growth stocks. You can have access to them via an ETF, so it's super accessible for individual investors versus like a hedge fund, which we just would never have access to. But then somebody came out with an ETF that does the inverse of her portfolio, which is
Ooh, I wonder
hilarious.
how she feels about that.
Hey, what do they say? More money, more problems.
I really wonder
More,
how she
right?
feels about that.
More
Because there are
success, more
people that were
haters.
hating on her, just saying like
Always,
they were
always.
hating on her, saying like, "Oh, she puts out this daily list, and people just go by, and you really shouldn't be able to do that. It's
Yeah.
illegal."
Whatever.
It's like,
She's being
okay,
transparent, and people want to hate.
if that's how you're hating on Cathie, you're not mad at Elon when he makes quote tweets about Dogecoin and like Bitcoin. So whatever. But yeah, so to me, even though like you can think of it as okay, this is their whatchamacallit budget. Who knows if they set up other wallets to run sting operations? I really don't think that they're getting rid of this much of a and this is just I think there are other wallets out there they may own. I don't think they're getting rid of a $4 billion appreciating asset that they can possibly make untraceable. I don't think that the U.S. government is going to do that. I sure as crap don't think the Chinese government is going to do that. And now that they got companies like MicroStrategy and Voyager Digital and Coinbase that are publicly traded companies, which their hedge funds are invested in, they're sure as crap not getting rid of Bitcoin. It's just not happening. They're not getting rid of crypto. So, like, I'm sick of all these FUD articles. I'm sick of people saying it like, "Oh my God, crypto's going away." Let's shut that down right now. Like, it seems to me they have these little codes. Like, okay, they mention Biden in China, or Elon mentions and mentions something in China that okay, now Bitcoin's going to have a little turn. And another reason I think that is if we come over here and look, there's another article that has like the same type of verbiage, but in June. Where is it? Right here. Why Bitcoin briefly crashed under 30K after China's crypto, blah, blah, blah. Plus Biden, like they keep getting that band back together again every 4 months. And had you been the person that was really footing and really thinking like, oh my God, it crashed under 30K. Now look at it. It's double that. So whatever. Let's just shut those talks down right now. So next, where are we gonna go next? Because a lot of these like multiverse things, they're
All right, I'm just gonna throw this. Let's go back
sure.
to taxes. There's a lot of chatter in the text about chatter in the chat about taxes. Shelly's asking, aren't all capital gains taxed the same? Or aren't all capital gains taxes the same? So between cryptos, alt stocks is what I'm assuming. Yes is the answer. The only difference would be short-term versus long-term capital gains. So do you hold something for less than a year or more than a year? If you hold it for less than a year, it's taxed as income essentially. More than a year, you get a nice lower tax rate. And then we have Mexican Crypt is saying that wash sales are a gray area in crypto, which means that I'm going to try to take my wash sale on my crypto assets, and I'll let y'all know how it works.
Yeah, I'll have to ask my accountant about that one because that's one to know. So where are we going next? If we come look over at, let me get out my trusty handy dandy trading view. There are a lot of payment cryptos that are kind of laying low right now that I think we can kind of store some money in if we want to say you bet big on the metaverse. I think you can move a little bit of those metaverse gains over to these payment cryptos. So I have a video on Alchemy Coin. I'm not going to go into exactly what it is right now, other than saying it's a payment crypto. But if we come over here and look, why are they showing me this? I don't want to see this Black Friday sale thing. How do I stop it? Hide. Okay, where is it? Okay, got it. Show me the dang on chart. Okay, advanced chart. Okay. All right. So if we look at this here, you guys know how I like to use the Wyckoff. And it looks like it's coming up in that Wyckoff area. Plus we got this, it's coming up in a Wyckoff area where it's about to go into this light green, where it's bouncing off this little spring here. Well, this is also MACD. We haven't talked about MACD a lot, but basically when the orange crosses the blue, that's a death cross, and when the blue crosses the orange, it's a golden cross. It's looking like the blue's coming up here to cross again, which is aligning up with this going into the green here, which just equals probably good times for us. So I'm looking at Alchemy Pay. I'm also looking at XPR. It's looking like it's rounding across to do the same thing. And XPR, if you look at its wallet, XPR, first of all, it's a payment crypto, but it's also a chain. Check out my video on Proton crypto. Really high on it, and it's looking like it's about to round around here and do the same thing. So my next look is payment cryptos, and also I don't think SHIB is a bad look right now either, because it's diving here. A lot of people are taking gains, but I think they have some upcoming catalysts that make it like, don't go betting your house on it or anything like that. But I think they have some upcoming gains to make it like maybe attractive to look at with a little bit of money. Of course, I'm higher on Alchemy Pay and Proton, but I think SHIB, where it's sitting right now, is not a bad play. And the upcoming catalysts I think that are going to happen here is once this guy gets listed on Robinhood, which has to happen because Robinhood is hurting right now, and once like Tesla says you can buy a Tesla and SHIB, I think this guy is going to just be like, boom, it's just going to skyrocket. Are you there, Luke?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so those are the ones that I'm looking at pretty hardcore right now. And let's see. Let's also take a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, even Bitcoin looks like it's about to round back around here.
Let's go. Pull it up. Come on, baby. Where are we going?
Looks like to me it's rounding.
So I should
back
execute
around
my watch sale now, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'd say just hold tight because it looks like it's about to curve up here in this whole little spring position. So way we'll really know that is let's drop down from a day to like 4 hours. Okay, so already you can see it's kind of springing a little bit because the blue's crossing the orange here, and then we're getting into some greens here. So I don't know what would happen if we had like a 8-hour chart or anything like that. But based on what I'm looking at the day, it looks like it's trying to curl back around here. So let's see here. Ooh, another guy that I really like a lot is HBAR. HBAR sitting at 37 cents, and this might be one that you look at, Luke. I don't think you can buy this on Coinbase, but you can buy it on Voyager for sure. I know you can buy it on Voyager.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
So here's
I like that Shelly energy too. If I don't bet my house, I won't get a Lambo. Definitely not my investing philosophy, but I also don't have a Lambo.
Here's two things that I'm really excited about with HBAR. They're getting their first DeFi app coming online here very, very soon. It's called AKTO. They have a really snazzy website. And this whole thing with this whole Tesla insignia, I'm not sure if that was on purpose. I don't know what Wealth Hub is or if it has any relation to Tesla, but that insignia is intriguing to me. But yeah, it's a DeFi site, and it looks like they're trying to do everything real snazzy. If you're not in the US here, You may be able to join the pre-sale. Okay, I guess the pre-sale is over now. I gave my patrons this a while ago. So again, if you guys want to be a part of the Patreon, you get a weekly watch list. So the patrons that were in the US, they got a chance at being a part of this. But you saw what Crow did when it got its
I saw it.
DeFi thing.
And
It went from
everybody, give me your favorite ticker in the chat, whether it's a crypto symbol, a stock symbol. Ruell's given us his 3, but you've gotten no feedback from the team, Ruell.
Oh yeah, guys,
Team
give
me
me
and everybody
feedback.
out there. Every member is in your nation.
I like stuff that I can look at, guys. So we saw what Crow did when it got its DeFi platform. I believe the same thing is going to happen with HBAR. And HBAR, another thing about HBAR, they have really big backers like Google, a couple like IBM, and a lot of people in the crypto community look down on HBAR because they have these like corporate overlord backers, as opposed to being kind of like decentralized like most of crypto. But to me, that just says, okay, they might be a little bit different in that they got corporate overlord backers, but if they have those guys backing them, they're kind of set up not to fail in my mind. Here's another thing that they have. It's called VAccess or Access. This is going to be their snazzy like metaverse. I already got, if I can sign in right quick. Let me see if it'll let me. So they have these things called metacores. Oh, it's going to let me do that. Okay, let me see. Here, stop me from sharing for a second so I can put this thing in.
All right, you're not sharing. Just
Okay.
kidding. Okay, now it's gone. All right, so you're talking about these DeFi projects. Can I give you another finance project that I think is a compelling trade right now?
For sure.
All right, I don't know if you've heard of this one. It's BAC is the symbol. Finance project. BAC.
B as in boy, AC.
Bravo Alpha Charlie.
Okay, is that a crypto coin or is that a stock?
It's a little talked about finance project called Bank of America.
I thought that was Bank of America.
But I do think
like,
that. Well, while you're pulling up your thing, I do think that Bank of America. Let's talk traditional finance for a second. It is compelling. It's relatively inexpensive compared to some of the other banks. And let's face it, rates are going to go up at some point in time, right? How do banks make money? Banks make money by lending money. They're not making any money right now, but there's no yield anywhere. When rates do go up, Bank of America is the one that I've put my dollars into. I own leaps on the stock. I've been in it for a little while now, and it's been a decent trade, but I'm staying long and strong. Curious on that thesis out to the group. If anybody has an opinion there, drop me a note. I'm shaking it up, Ruell. It's not what we usually talk about on this show.
I'm crypto all day, but you know what? I believe Warren Buffett bought some BAC a couple months ago. And you know Buffett's all about long term. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Or did he go the other way? He might have gone the other way. I thought he was traditionally long and strong. That's my phrase. That's my new catchphrase, long and strong.
I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure he bought some about 6 months ago.
I thought that he did the opposite. I thought he was historically long and strong.
No. I'm saying, yeah, he's long and strong BAC.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's long and strong BAC. He's longer and stronger than I'll ever be. He's got 28B on his BAC.
So based on that can't be that bad.
28B. I got
Wow.
0 Bs right now.
You and me both, buddy.
Ruel, can we just get 1 B?
All I want is 1B, you know?
I want 2.
Hey, I'll be happy with 1. That'll be
Ruel,
that'll be
if
good
you
for
and
me.
I each had $1 billion, the markets would be chaos. We would be YOLO trading in microcap stocks at $10 billion market orders. I mean, we would be just like Voyager Digital. You and I would be like, all right, we're throwing out a $20 million market order each. The stock's gapping up, gets on everybody's scanners, runs another 20%.
For
Rug
me,
pull. I mean,
people will
it
be
would be
wondering
chaos.
like why is Cardano having all of these like strange ups and downs?
Yeah, exactly.
But
Question from the chat, Ruel from Park. He's asking, do you know about Shakita Inu? Do you have any thoughts about it?
I'm not.
You're
I
not a
haven't
meme
been.
coiner.
I haven't been up on all those e-news, and what I would say is like, I feel like your money right now would be better spent in Shiba Inu because it has upcoming catalysts, and when Robinhood lists it, I think it's gonna blow up. And if we look at the chart, if you can share me again.
Yeah, you're back up. You got like a rotating cube. Oh, there's a chart.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to that cube, but if we look at that Shiba Inu chart here,
I do have to go in a little bit, Mr. Ruel.
okay, it
FYI.
has a nice little support right where we are right now. So I would say that the better play would be SHIB at this point. But to answer your question, I know nothing about the Inu that you're saying, so I really wouldn't be able to tell you. And a lot of these new Enus, like they'll shoot up in the beginning, and if you can catch it early is great, but then they'll fall back down, and then if they fall back down and then they actually have some worth, then you can get back in and it'll probably come back up. But I'm saying like if you want to like a sure bet, I would say like Shiba Inu at where it is right now, it's a pretty solid support right here.
Okay. While we're on the memes, Ruel, you know what stock I'm in that was looking really good this week and I got crushed today? I'm sorry, everybody,
What's
I'm a
that?
stock guy. Fucking GameStop.
Oh
GameStop
my
this
God.
week, 5 days, bull run, 210 to 250, 250 to 210.
Remember when GameStop
I'm still a
just
little bit long and strong.
for a second united the world? It didn't matter what you're doing, what creed you were.
And if we get
Everybody
serious
had a little
about
GameStop.
GameStop for a second, like let's be like real about this stock. Okay?
Everybody wanted to fight the man and take down the hedge funds for a hot second, and then everybody came in and they were just like, okay, the people are a little bit too united. We can't have this, and change the news cycle.
So here's my thing about GameStop is it's $18 billion market cap, right? $5 billion of sales, which are actually not trending in a horrible direction. The sales are up about 25% year over year. That's not bad for a large cap stock. Okay, it's trading at less than 4 times price to sales, so it's not like it's stupidly expensive. Let's talk about profitability and cash. On an annual basis, GameStop is almost profitable. It is cash flow positive, right? So the only thing that's making it have negative net income are like some bullshit non-cash expenses, right? So even in this previous quarter, which is not its big holiday quarter, I don't think that there were any major console releases. It did have positive operating cash. It's trading at 3.5 times price to sales. And again, revenue is up about 25% on a year-over-year basis. Like jokes aside, memes aside, uniting aside, It's not like it's a crazily overvalued stock. If you stacked GameStop and Tesla up next to each other and you hid the company names and made somebody pick, they would pick GameStop all day, I'm willing to bet. And so I actually like the stock from the turnaround story perspective. Fundamentals are fine. Valuation ratios are fine. And then it does have that meme kicker, right? We could wake up and it goes from 210 to 500 in a week. All right, that's my little kicker on the back burner.
So for me, like the short term is like it's at that kind of high point on that Wyckoff where it's like we're coming down for a little bit to take a little snooze and a little rest. But if we look at like kind of like the supports and resistances, it's not doing too bad. They're like they're like supports that seem like they're really not that bad. Like it can't go like pretty much lower than 175. Like if it really wanted to take a tumble, but as far as I can see, it doesn't seem like it wants to do that. But right now, it looks like it's at that snooze point in this Wyckoff, and how the MACD is also sharply coming back to it to like that orange point. But that's how it looks for me as far as the day goes. Let me see if I can get crap. Hola, how did I do that? Let me just reload it. And then if I look at the 4 hour, okay, what is this? This is not game stuff. But if I look at but that's my opinion on the day. But I think I don't know. I don't know. I really haven't been in up on its catalysts and whatnot, so I don't know that I could really say. I don't know what's this doing right now. But one thing I want to hit you guys with is this VAccess for HBAR. So I think the way that they're doing a metaverse thing is really pretty cool here. So they give you these things called metacores, right? And basically that gives you a spot in this metaverse. And they have all these different perks for this metaverse. Think like Bored Ape Yacht Club kind of deal, but like you actually have your own metaverse. Um, so you got in real life Metacore, you get to meet with the creators, you get to have like these NFTs, like you can create NFTs for your metaverse or whatever. So like is and if you hold one of these passes, you're gonna get coins which you can use to buy with other metaverses that are connected to this VAccess. So to me, I really like how they're creating this. I just really want to see what they're saying with their white paper. They already have companies like West Coast Customs on board, which you guys can probably remember them from Pimp My Ride. So I have one, and I'm gonna kind of hold on to this for a little bit, and who knows? Like maybe we got Black Rue Investing Metaverse, but I really like what they're doing with it, in that like they have exclusive merch. They're making a coin where you can connect to other metaverses really easily. And I can really envision a world where it's like, okay, whoever has one of these, they're like, like, okay, now you can use, you're connected to this play to earn metaverse game that's connected to VAccess. Okay, now you're connected to like Josh Hart or some other NBA player that's making their company a part of this metaverse. And now like it has a really like a chain reaction type metaverse feel to it. And I have one of these diamonds right now. I'm probably gonna buy another one before they all sell out. Um, I wish I had one of these antimatter or gold ones because they come with like titanium cards. But it's really intriguing to me. So did you have a question about that, Luke?
Nope.
So this is really intriguing to me. As far as like
This
HBAR
stuff
goes.
is. I'm just like more of a YOLO trader.
What's that?
I'm just more into YOLO trading.
How so? What do you mean?
Like this stuff is interesting. But let's pick some like sub penny cryptos and let them ride.
Oh wow, sub penny. Uh, okay, I got you on the Binance tip here with some.
Well, Ruell, can I propose this?
Sure.
Here's the play. Ruell Report 2022. Okay? How about we make a $10,000 portfolio where you and I are making changes in it each week during the live show, and we track it each week with the viewers.
I'm about that life.
You're about that?
I'm so about that life.
I think that would be a blast. So we're going to open up an account. You be the account holder. I'll fund it, and any profits, we just split it at the end of the year. How about this? I take a third, you take a third, and a third we donate to charity.
Sounds good to me.
Hell yeah.
Cool. And we'll like just like feature like things that are on like the Patreon list and things that we mentioned on the show.
That's why I'm like, I need to be the capital for the portfolio and take on the risk because I'm not going to have the ideas. You're right. So I'll take on the principal risk, and then you have to bring the ideas. I'm not going to contribute
sounds
a ton,
good to me.
but I'll be along for the ride.
Sounds good to me. Now we're gonna have to make this flexible, and so that like, okay, some of it might have to go to NFTs that we're looking at, but
It's fine.
All right, sounds good to me.
And then which charity should we donate to?
That I'll have to do research on because yeah, that I'll have to do research on because I'm not necessarily like the guy where it has to be like 100% to charity because I know like if you're
it's not going 100% to charity.
No, I mean like picking a charity which like 100% of the money goes to charity. I'm not like that guy.
Oh, I get it. So you're saying that we can start our own charity, pay ourselves a fat salary, and that's what we're donating to?
No. I'm just like, I understand like charities like Habitat for Humanity and all of this. Like, it takes money to run a charity, so
yeah. No, I get it.
You can't really ask necessarily for a charity to be like, okay, 100% of our money goes to charity. I'm not, you know. If you're out here doing good for people, like maybe 100%
that's what it's
can't.
about. Even if you're not doing good, but you're trying,
right?
It's a start.
Agreed.
There's a charity for chickens. I'm looking this up right now. So you know, like you can donate money to like families that need food. There's one for chickens that need food. Questionable.
Wow.
Chickens are the food, but we can explore it next year. We have a whole year ahead of us.
Straight up, it's not like, I don't know about you guys, but it's going to be for people and not animals. I'm sorry.
I agree. It's not going to be an animal charity.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm so on the same page.
We're
like, there's nothing wrong with animals
because the people can help the animals.
Dude, I agree. So. I like animals. Medium rare. I'm just kidding. I like animals. Right. But when it's between, like, on a serious note, right? When it's between a child, right, and or somebody who's really down and out of their luck, in the animal, that's why I'm gonna pick the child 10 times out of 10.
For sure. For freaking sure.
All right. Ruell, I have a Friendsgiving that started at 7 Eastern.
Oh, already? Like right now?
I mean, like an hour and a half ago.
Oh,
so dude, I gotta get going.
All right, guys. So catch us next week.
I put our Twitters in the chat. Throw us a follow. Say hi.
And take a look for I'm going to have a video come out pretty soon about some cheap land that you can buy. And when I say cheap, I mean not like this blue chip sandbox or Decentraland like 13K land. Like
Ruell almost has 1,000 followers on his YouTube, and it's a pretty new channel. Go subscribe to that.
oh yeah, definitely. We're at 700 and growing. It's all about the people here. We're trying to get to that financial freedom, guys, and I really think crypto's the best way, the quickest path there. And we're watching some cryptos. Come watch with us.
All right, let's do it. All right, peace, guys. Happy trading, happy investing, and we will see you all soon.
Peace.